you come in early so you can watch the video, do
Yeah, I
you?
just want to make sure if I need to edit it.
How are you, buddy?
I'm all right, yeah.
Yeah, it might be just you and me. We'll see. Oh no, there's other people coming in. Woohoo! It's Russell again. How's things, mate? You travelling, or you still in the UK, or what are you
We're
doing?
in the UK at the minute. Just give me 2 seconds. I just shut the kitchen door because I can Gabby.
You're right, buddy.
Because if I shut the office door where I am, it's like I've been moved from a two-thirds of a garage. You'll understand a garage differently. Like a bit bigger than a car size, a UK garage, standard garage. I did
Yeah.
convert two-thirds of it into an office. And then
Okay.
we decided, or I didn't decide, wife decided to move again for the 100th time or whatever. And now
Yeah.
I'm living, I can touch both sides of the office walls. And then it's like, and if I shut the door, because it's that hot in here, it's like, oh, but anyway.
Mate, it's almost like working off a boat, mate, like me.
Well, what would be up, but obviously thought you could have it all open and stuff. Did you see? I don't know what happened. I signed up for Victor or something. It said, oh, someone signed up under your link. And I'm like, what? And I'm
Oh,
like,
did you share your link with someone, did you?
I got no idea. I got no idea what. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't no idea. But anyway, it
Uh,
said weird. I don't know if it give you credit or what, because I don't actually use it properly. I thought it's really good what you've done.
yeah.
Another guy, there's this website. If I could just share this website thing what he's
Yeah,
done,
mate, go for it.
and, and have a
How you
look at
going,
this,
Russell?
and have a look at
I'm a
this
little bit
website.
confused. I don't know whether I'm on the screen or not. I'm
You're
kind of
not on
just,
the screen, mate. You're in a very dark room, but it shows that your camera is working, but you're in a very dark
yeah,
room.
I'll drop off and I'll come back in 1 sec.
Okay, buddy.
All
Go
right, let
for
me
it.
give you
Share your
this
screen, mate.
link. Have a look at this link. There's a guy called Joe Applebound, yeah,
Yeah.
and he's built this, and he's called it. Uh,
Roof Butler.
Rooty Roofer or something. Rooty Rooter. And he's built an AI, which is a LinkedIn. So he goes in LinkedIn, does it all, does his own posts backwards and forwards and that. And then he's doing it so it's creating this website. So he's going out there, finding new roofers and stuff and putting them on the website, adding it to the website. Eventually he says he's going to get it on there, finding people, finding clients, and then someone wants a roofer. It will
Yeah.
then go to the go to the roofers. It's build it all in Claude. Go to
Yeah.
the roofer and obviously get a fee, collect a fee, and do a charge and everything. A bit
Yeah.
like there's another guy called Damien Rufus, and I met him in another group, and he's got about 10 Max Minis all set up, running everything, doing everything, billing everything, and then when he wakes up in the morning, he's had money coming in and quotes done by the system and this, that, and the other, which is
Yep. Yep.
quite cool.
Yeah, Jamie Russell. That's
Yeah.
a lot of people are doing that as lead generation too. So they scrape whatever they can. They build a directory website, and then they sort of say, "Hey, you got your free listing. Do you want to claim your listing?" And then they got premium features and all that sort of thing. There's a few people starting to do that. I spoke to a guy today that's actually doing it. Called himself Main Street something over in the US, and he's going to different businesses and all of that sort of thing, and setting up directory sites. So that's good for lead generation.
Yep. I mean, this one just scrapes it all and adds it into it. And my
Yeah,
mate's developed something. I won't say in here because he's got a bit proprietary stuff he's developed, which is going to be really good for roofers and plumbers and this, that, and the other. So when he's got that up and running properly, that'd be cool. But it'll link him with a lot of things. But I just need to use what I've got and get
yeah,
it working. I really should just focus on even just getting the email things and going through all your email crap and just getting one thing linked up. Because I looked,
yeah,
as I say, Victor, and I thought it's actually quite a good system because you've got it using it quite effectively.
yeah. Yeah, exactly right. It's people that like building get stuck in building, and you just build and improve and build and grow and build and build and build where you got to get to market. Well, Ian was just taking me through a website that his mate was doing, Roof Butler. If you want to have a look, the links in the chat there. But Russell, Jamie, thanks for joining me, guys.
Are you all right?
Hey there.
I can't complain. I've got my Intel working. I show this is something that I love that I've just built. I'm gonna this is all done through AI. You can see on the left side here, Jamie just joined. You just joined the meeting. First timer at build night, signed up free on 14th of July and has been generally engaged to lead ever since. Open 9 of 11 reminder emails. I'm watching you, Jamie. I'm watching you.
You send a lot of reminders. I tell you, 1 hour, half hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds.
I know. I try to 24 when you book. 24 hours, 1 hour, 10 minutes is
Yeah,
what I try and
yeah,
do.
yeah.
If you're getting more than that, I need to check what I'm doing. So,
Nah, that's good.
but guys, yeah. Thanks for joining me, Jamie. First time on the call, and this is basically something that I was prompted to do because I'm building some pretty amazing things, and trying to share it with you guys, and get you guys saving a lot of time as well. So, I just got to check.
No, I was just going to say, Ian, I'm actually in the process of, was it, I think it was Ian, yeah, creating a directory, local directory for the general uptown area here. I want to make it very specific. So, are you using Smart Directory?
Not me, no. He's basically this guy, John Applebaum. He's gone out. He's used Claude to code it, and he's
Okay.
going out there scraping it all and creating the directory. So it's basically doing it all automatically. And he's created an AI agent that he calls Roofing or something, Roofing Root or something, and that will be doing all his filling up that website, filling that up, doing all that stuff, and also posting LinkedIn and then getting clients in. And eventually, he's going to have it where he'll get a client and he'll wake up in the morning, it's got a client, build them from the roofing company, and then obviously got payment out of it.
Yeah, it's a good strategy.
Yeah, lead generation works really well. There's a lot of people doing it in different
Mm.
niches, and it's especially with that directory because he can be reaching out to them as well and say, hey, do you want to be number one on the directory, or and monetizing the directory as well. What a lot of places are doing. So hopefully he follows up with all of that. But how did Russell or Ian, have you been playing with Victor since last week? You're on the call, or you've been too scared, or
Victor
No, I
now
played with
runs
it,
my
didn't do
life,
much with it.
Stephen.
So
so Ian hasn't played yet. But tell me, what have you done, Russell?
So it's now set up to answer my emails, and it won't send them. It'll put them in drafts if they're serious
Yep.
kind of emails. That's all
Yep.
set up now. It's running a weekly meta ads for my competition to see what they're
Yep.
actually posting their ads out for. So it's doing that. I'm actually building a couple of my mates their Claude DM through Victor. So I just
Yep.
put all that stuff in and off it goes. What else? Yeah, loads. It's just, it's mine. And I've got two people that are looking at it as well because I've kind of extolled the virtues at two networking events and went, you need to look at this. So yeah, it's kind of, it's been an interesting couple of days since we to get it all live. So, and I've got 40,000 credits, so I'm proper hammering it, which is brilliant. So I don't know how I've done that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly right. Be careful because it's amazing how fast you can go through them as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I blew through 40,000 credits today. Just redoing a couple of things and making things right. But I've got Ian's problem too. I'm a sort of a tinkerer and I'm a builder and all of that sort of thing. And it's like, oh, I can improve this, I can improve that, I can change that, and sort of never stop still. So Victor's talking to me on the other screen. So, is there anything in particular? Like I've got an agenda of, Angel's just shown up. Oh, we're getting bigger. We got 5 people. I know all of you, and you guys all probably get to know each other as well because do the founders round table and all that sort of thing. There's Angel. Angel still at work.
You know it. Yes.
Angel sort of takes a break from work and sticks us on in the background. So, but the good news is in going to this call by popular demand, and Victor told me I should do it. After this call, if you register and join and all of that sort of thing, and you've signed up with an email, I've got a vault where everything that we talk about on these calls, whether we build them or not, I'm actually putting the recording to the call in there, and a skill pack that you could install into Victor or Claude and use what we actually spoke about as well. So you don't have to build along or anything like that. Although we can, but yeah, I've got Victor trained to listen to this call, to know what we're talking about, build those skill packs, take it into an MD file and a skill file, and you guys can install it in Victor. So and that's all on my website /vault Just it's gated by an email, which is the email that you signed up with, and it's all there free of charge. So knock yourselves out, guys. That is the good news. But is there anything you want to dive into, Russell, about what you've seen that you're in there playing around? Is there anything that you want to help
And the
with
only thing
doing?
that's kind of confusing me a little bit is the fact that you can't separate the chats within Teams, as in, do you know, like in if you're doing a specific chat. I've now had it building me folders, so we've done that this afternoon. I've kind of gone, look, you're
Yeah,
building me stuff, but it's all coming through in one long chat. So I'm not
yeah.
sure how you can separate
So
that out. That's the only thing I can't see. Obviously, in Chat or Claude, you can go back and see your historic and search
yeah,
it. Whereas I can't see how you do that in Victor.
yeah. So are you using it in Slack or in Microsoft
In
Teams?
Teams, yeah, we don't
Right.
use Slack. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Teams not. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's ask Victor the question. Hang on a sec. I've
So
never
would you
used.
recommend using it in Slack then? Because I've never really used Slack.
Yeah, so this is my setup here in
Yeah.
Slack. So this is what I've got going at the moment and all that sort of thing. And these are all the channels I've got. So I've got my accounting channel, I've got my blog channel. So every morning Victor writes me a blog and all of that sort of thing. And I
Yeah.
go in here and it gives me the results. And I've got my build night stuff, which is
Yeah, because even the training on Victor is all in Slack. There's no real Teams kind
yeah,
of, like the onboarding 7 video thing that I watched through. That's very much aimed at Slack.
is all in Slack. But mate, if you
Yeah.
live in Microsoft Teams, there's got to be a way of um
I have a thing. It was just one that I thought yesterday. I thought this morning there must got to be a way around it because obviously when you look at the videos on Slack, they're all
mm,
very organized. Whereas I've obviously built folders now within OneDrive that it's sending me the links to. It can't access it directly, but
mm.
yeah, blown away by it at the minute. It's definitely very interesting.
I went for the free version yesterday, Russell. You gone for the paid version?
No,
Um,
I've just got the free one with the credits in.
Because
Not paying anything
I've
yet.
got it and it said I've got 9,000. How did you get up to 40,000
I
credits?
don't know. It just appeared with 40,000 credits. I'm like, no, I've had 2 people, or I've had one person definitely sign up through my link, but I know they haven't paid yet. So I know it's just one of them things. But yeah, 40,000 credits. I don't know why.
um, while we're searching, I'll show you how that works as well. Hang on a sec. Oh, my mouse is really crappy. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm all over the place. Let's just move this one over here. So basically, this is what it looks like on the inside. So now Victor has also just released a chat within Victor. I haven't used it yet, but that's attached to your database and all of that sort of thing. But in here in your dashboards and all of that sort of thing, you go down to rewards, and this is where you see your rewards and who's using what and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, you're there. You're there. Jamie's not there. But that's where you can find everything. And this is where you can create your skills and all of that sort of thing. And there's a new Teach Victor where you can record a screen and show it what you're doing, and it will turn that into a skill. So something that you're doing repetitive, Russell, like, checking an email or going into Google Drive or, doing whatever you're doing, you can record that and Victor will turn that into a skill and automate it, or upload a recording and all of that sort of thing. And away you go. So
So if
it's,
I did a Loom video, the research I do for one of my AI voice agents, I can
yep,
just stick that in and it knows what to do in terms
yep,
of where to interrogate, etc.
absolutely. That's exactly what it's
Yeah,
designed to do.
yeah,
That's a new feature that's just come out. So yeah, it'll be interesting getting some feedback from you and seeing how it's working and all
yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
I'll have a go with that on Friday.
But so I asked Victor about short answer, yes, Russell can use me the same way in Slack, and unorganized is usually a setup problem, not a platform problem. The fix is the same in Teams or Slack, channels per project, and skills as a memory and crons for recurring work. So like Victor's saying there, while it feels out of the box on a blank slate in one big DM, and that's exactly what you're going through at the moment. You
Yeah,
want to create those channels or folders, that are then attached to those different skills. So my accounting skill is attached to my accounting channel. Although Victor knows everything and I can just DM Victor and it will know it, but having those different tasks in the different channels. Anything that's a lasting preference, voice rule, pricing, link process, say remember this and it goes into a skill file. That's why I don't ask you twice about the humanizer or the roundtable link and things like that. It says Russell should spend 20 minutes dumping his business context at me and telling me to save it. DM is a private personal channel, shared topic, keeps client stuff out of the team view. Cron's for anything recurring. So with your emails, Russell, are you getting it to check every morning for you or?
Yeah, well, I've literally given it a schedule while I'm away on holiday. So we're going to do 3 or 4 tasks while I'm away to kind of prove what Victor can do. So it's going to do the email. It's going to do me the 3 LinkedIn posts. We're just waiting for the Google because it's helping with the Google My Business page. So we're just waiting for that to get the approval. So once that's in, it'll start building content for that as well. So it's kind of doing that while I'm away. Because I use GoHighLevel for my voice agent, it's not really getting involved, but it's going to check the calendar and make me aware of any cancellations and things like that when I'm away. So it's got the 4 key tasks in there, just as a practice, really. So
I mean, it's a great place to start, and it's sort of solve that first problem first, and away you go. So
it's great. Yeah, so I'll have a tinker with the folders tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm glad you're using it. So I've got like my Facebook short post every morning. It's asking me, it comes up with some little posts where to get engagement and all of that sort of thing. And this is something that you can do with Facebook. It's a manual task a little bit, but every Monday I go in and all of these short posts, I get how they performed. I take a screen capture, I upload it, and Victor comes in here and says, this post got 1,000 views, 500 engagement, 21 comments. Like, I might tell me what you're doing. I'll tell you the first thing I'd automate. Go was a successful one. So Victor is learning from that as well. So Victor will create more posts like that. So, the pick 1,000, pick one thing and takes 30 minutes a week challenge. So, and that's the views and all that sort of thing. So when you're doing that with blog posts or Google My Business posts or whatever it is, if you can track the analytics with Google My Business, you can, because you see what's going on. You can get Victor to improve all the time as well. So something, Russell, just a question, have you created a humanizer? Does Victor know how you talk and what you say and the language
No,
you
I haven't
use?
done a humanizer yet, no.
Mate, do that before you get it writing posts and emails.
Yeah.
Like I've got do you do a lot of Zoom calls or phone calls or anything like that, mate? Or
do a bit, yeah. So if they're very much internal, really. I don't do a lot with external people. So the Zoom ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they recorded? Do you have the recordings anywhere or anything like that?
I don't know. No.
Because that's a good way of getting
so it
getting
captures
it to
your
know
personality and things like that.
Exactly right. So my setup, because Fathom's an integration, so every 15 minutes it checks for a Fathom recording. It costs me nothing to do that, because what we'll get into in a moment is refining things as well. So it goes through that Fathom recording and all that sort of thing, and it learns how I was speaking and what I was speaking about and all of that sort of thing. And then a double-edged sword, it actually it will take that Fathom recording, create an email, create a PDF, do anything that I want it to do with that information as well. And that humanizer is always improving, and it just runs in the background, so it gets better and better and better. And I've also got every Monday morning, Victor goes out and researches what common giveaway that things are AI. And it updates itself and says, don't use these words. So it's improving all of the time.
Right.
So, nothing goes out from me unless it's gets over 95 through the humanizer. I played around with trying to make spelling mistakes and things like that. That's just bullshit.
I did that with my AI WhatsApp agents in GoHighLevel, just make the occasional spelling and you're going, Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
obvious. Yeah.
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 And people are falling for people have stopped falling for that now. So that's
Yeah.
something like before you get it writing your emails and all of that sort of thing, we've got to get it to learn how you talk, how
Right.
you speak, and if it's got access to your Gmail, tell it to
Yeah.
go into Victor, say, hey, analyze my Gmail. I want you to learn how I speak. If you've got
Yeah.
any questions, just interview me. And can you use voice in Microsoft Teams?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So just let Victor interview you. So my skills packs that I got on my website, they're free again.
Yeah.
Victor is set there to interview you and learn who you are and what you do and things about your business and all of that sort of thing.
Great stuff. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but
I'll look at that.
yeah, definitely get that humanizing
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it learn your tone. But mate, well done on biting off and then
No. No.
getting
Yeah.
some
Yeah. It's
things
very
going.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Really. Really good.
Yeah, and it really does. It saves me a bomb of time once you start realizing what you do and diving into Victor and realizing what you can automate as well. Um, I wake up in the morning, I've got 20 email drafts sitting in my draft box. I've got my task manager as well. When I send that email, it ticks off the task off my Google Calendar as well. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. No. No. I'm blown away by it. Absolutely. It's amazing.
Um, but yeah, any other questions, mate, for what you're building and all of that sort of thing? Because
At a minute, no, because I'm kind of winding down a bit, so I'm kind of getting excited by this, and then going, right, I'm having a week off next week, so I'm like, so it's actually built me a 5 day plan. I've said, right, every day on the beach or an hour where I'm going to work on the business. So
yeah,
it's actually given me a book now with five days worth of an hour's worth of work, and
yep,
then I can upload it when I come back, and it'll help me with the 90 day plan. You're like,
oh,
happy
amazing,
days. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And that's exactly what you can use it for. So I won't actually build this skill. I'm going to show you the end result, but basically this skill pack will be on the website. It's free and all of that sort of thing. What I'm going to show you what we're doing and all of that sort of thing. But yeah, basically it's taken, and I won't go through the prompts and all that sort of thing in the demo mode and all of that sort of thing, but from a Fathom call, from a recording, it's come up and it builds this for me. So branded, I go dark call. When the call was a discovery call with GHL Star Boys. This is a sample document. So it's listened to the call. It comes out with where you are right now. 1 to 2 hours to fix his blocker, $150 to get start. Um, the old account won't give up your data and all that sort of thing, has no API access, so nothing can be pulled. Basically, all of the problem points that we spoke about on the call. So it's addressing all of those and an implementation plan and all of that sort of thing. Risks, what we do about them, because he had some questions and all that sort of thing, the next steps that are going to happen. And that sits in an email in my outbox 2 minutes after the call's finished. And then we track any communications and all of that sort of thing that's going through. But even going in a little bit deeper, this is a client that I speak to. So I had a meeting with a company called FitPro, based in Australia. So we got the Fathom recording and all that sort of thing. Sat it in my Gmail drafts. You can see the humanizer, 91 out of 100. It's been scored. So all of these skills are chained together, but connected to this one channel. And it's sitting in my Gmail draft. So in here, on it, he's going to deep dive in. On that call, I got a connection to his GHL account. So I have built another skill, which is on my website, how it can order a GHL account. So this is a really good lead magnet for me dealing with GHL agencies and all of that sort of thing. And connected it, and it's gone through. It's mapped everything that's happening. So I've told it, so the convers, and he was based on AI. So, what wasn't figured properly, what was configured properly, what we should do, what we shouldn't, what we should look for, what's there, what's not there, all of that sort of thing, an implementation plan. So build a bot one, a website assistant, bot two, a social media assistant, a WhatsApp assistant, knowledge bases, workflows that we need to build, chat widget set up to capture things. And basically, everything that's sitting in there. And what it does is creates this PDF for me. So this PDF is me. This has come from, and this is me sharing my secrets and cheating. This has come from a $297 call that he's booked with me. I've spoken to him for an hour, learning what he needs to fix and his pain points in his business and all of that sort of thing. I have then put that in to Victor. Victor, I've got access to his GHL account. Victor knows what I'm looking for and knows my expertise about GHL and what we're looking at and what we spoke about on the call. And it's come up with everything that he should be doing.
So, Steve, on that then, have you just shared the integration and given it access to his GoHighLevel account
so
through that?
private integration token and all of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I just need access to it for a day. And coming up with this report. So how to build the bot, the workflows, how to build the workflows, all of that sort of thing. When human handoff happens, the knowledge-based structures, the build order. And of course, I'm coming down and getting, he's got a whole lot of different accounts, the current setup, how it is, what's in there, what's missing, nurture sequences, all of that sort of thing. WhatsApp nurture sequences, database reactivation, suggestions, channel-specific reactivation campaigns, pipeline redesign because his pipeline was wrong, post-purchase automation. So he had no automations when people made a purchase. He had no abandoned cart things, cross-sells, referral programs, additional improvements, putting in trigger links and all of that sort of thing, abandoned cart implementation roadmap. And away we go. And that's from one Fathom recording and Victor. That cost me $2 to do. So what I'm trying to point out there is thinking outside that box and how you can make your business easier. But that involves recording a lot of calls. So that's a skill that's going to be on the website at the end of this call. You guys have got free access to it now. If you want to give it a go, give it a go. But that's basically that's a better version, what I showed you of what I actually built. And it's pretty cool what you can do. Anybody got any questions about that? Anybody think that it can go further?
Yeah, just one little thing. Do you know what sells someone? The name of the company sells them, but it'd be really cool if you can just pull in there the logo and you just grab the logo, pull it in and put it in, and all of a sudden it's stamped. They go, oh, this is for me, because they would recognize their logo.
Great idea and easy to do. You can absolutely do that. It's just I've got another vibe coded app that actually does that, and I hadn't thought about it that far, but absolutely a logo and all of that sort of thing would sell it and create that ownership and all of that sort of thing when you're mentioning their names and addressing those pain points and all of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Great idea, and I'll build that into Victor. You're going to be listening to this, so can you build that into the skill pack that we post on the website for later on? And I bet you it's in there as well. So, any other questions about that, or can I go into any more depth about things? And is everybody's business is different?
So on that one then, sorry,
Yeah.
on that one, just as a thought, so that gives us the report, the where's your flow chart and stuff for after that. Is it going to be where that's the report they get, but then they can then maybe I'm just thinking out loud here, the report gets sent back to them, doesn't it? Presumably with an email. Do you have it
Yep.
structured where on the email it flags up certain points? So when they re-email back saying I want to go with point one or point two or point three, you
Yep.
then got your flow chart then to start on the next step, if you get me, because you might have 6 points and they
Yep.
might go with point number 6, and then
Yep.
each individual flow chart you'd have it for the automation or the chatbots or this or that, because
Yep.
eventually everyone's going to have the same things. Everyone's got emails, everyone's
Yep.
got workflows, not everyone's got ads, everyone's got sales guys, etc., etc. Eventually you'll have a whole list and a whole
Yep.
list of flows. So at the minute, if I was to get that report, what happens next?
And great questions, Ian, and I have thought about that as well. So basically the flow process is he booked a free call with me, a discovery call. I'll always have a free call main call to action on my website is let's have a chat. So we had a chat, and we spoke about what he needed. And I said, we need to do an audit call. So we booked another call, another half-hour call, where I went through everything that he's having trouble with. I got access to his account and all of that sort of thing. And then I created that report. And then I jumped on another call with him and went through that report. Now in the process, I've made some recommendations. He wants to implement that first. And he said on the call that he wants to play with it for a week. And that in 2 days, I've got a task reminder to follow up with him. My follow-up also checks all of the emails, all of the communication, all of the Fathom recordings that I've had with him, and make sure it's personalized and sees if he's replied or anything like that. And in 2 days, if I haven't heard from him, I'm going to wake up in the morning at 6:30 and there's going to be a draft email in my Gmail ready to send to him for a call to action, basically. And if he responds this afternoon or this evening or something along those lines, that task will be deleted because I don't need to follow up a day later. But from what he's responded in the email, I'll address all of that and just take it over from there.
Yeah, then you'll have an onboarding call presumably and signing them up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. So yeah, he's paid 290 a discovery call, $297, then a delivery call, basically, which is going through that report. And I sort of wanted to make the report as easy as possible, so he could, if he's not going to do it on the call, and we just skim over it on the call, but he's got a step-by-step that he can hand off to his team, and they can follow those instructions as well. And this guy had about 30 sub-accounts, all the same, so he's going to implement that across 30 sub-accounts.
And do you know some of the things where you could, just thinking out loud as an affiliate type things, even down to no one does nothing, but you recommend Whisperflow and put your affiliate link in that and put
Yep.
your things. So even if he went off and you've told him 6 or 7 tools he could use, you could do it all for him, but 6, 7 tools, you then would get paid for them.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And I use services. GHL Starboys is one where I have an affiliate link, and I get paid if you use them, and that's my agreement with them. And yeah, I have that with a lot of people, but also never recommend something that you don't use yourself and you wouldn't recommend. Otherwise, you start burning your name.
Do you use Whisperflow then, presumably?
I have.
Yeah.
I don't. Most of my stuff is in Slack, and it's got voice anyway now.
Okay.
So I have played with it, and I've built Claude bots and Open Claws and Hermes agents, and I've been there and done most of it. And Victor's a good little system because I get credits when somebody I referred pays or becomes a paid member and all of that sort of thing. So that's not a bad little system. And there's I recommend Victor, and I believe quite strongly in Victor because it's so easy to use.
You can talk into it because I was just going to have a look as we were talking, but you can. Is it the same? You can talk. Maybe Russell would know. Is it all typing or talking? You can actually physically talk to it.
Yep, talk to it.
Yeah.
App on the
Okay.
phone as well. While I was talking to it while I was walking my dog this afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because I've got a channel called My Brain where I just dump stuff. It doesn't have to take any action, but then I can pull it up later on. Like
Yeah, see, that must work well in Slack because on Teams you've got to put in a call record, you've got to put in a voice note.
Yeah.
So you can't directly speak to it at the minute on Teams unless I've missed, because when I've been trying to do that, I've asked Victor the question, they've gone, you've got to put a voice note in. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing on Slack you must be able to speak directly to it, or do you just put a voice note into your Slack?
No, on Slack there's a little microphone button.
Yeah. So at the minute on Teams that's not there.
Yeah.
Can you
Right
not?
here.
Can you not hook it up to say Telegram and talk through that? Does that not want you to do that?
I've never used Telegram, if I'm honest. So I
Well,
wouldn't
it's only
know.
a talk because I just
All
use
right.
Hermes through that. It's just
Yeah.
an example. I mean, but
Right.
So Angel, Victor's told me that I should point you to the vault so you can get started. So Victor knows that you've joined, what you've done with the emails, all of that sort of thing, and sort of tracking everything. And that's what I'm trying to get to, and that's what you've started doing, Russell, is tying all of these things together to create one super brain.
Yeah.
And take it from there. Jamie, you're very quiet.
Yeah, no, I'm taking it all in. So I just had a couple quick questions. So with Slack, since I was new to that, I mean, I used it, for other groups and whatnot. But you don't have to be pro on that, right? Just regular Slack is
No,
fine.
I
Okay,
have I have never paid Slack a dollar.
okay,
Um,
cool. Because they said, hey, your free trial is up. Here's the
yeah,
pro. They're pushing it,
doesn't
pushing
does I think it retains your messages for a year instead of not 6 months or something along those lines. If you were to have outside users and things like that, then it can start charging you $10 a month. But if you're using it for yourself, um, away yeah, it's free. I've never paid
it. Got
Slack
it.
a cent.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then with Victor, can you use that basically, kind of like you're doing, to clean up everything in your GHL account? And would that work with in tandem with Ask AI, or have you ever tried anything like that, or is it just basically independent of that and it just goes into your sub account and tells you how you can kind of clean up
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah, so Victor ties in via API, via the private integration token. If you're signed into your GHL account, when you connect Victor to GHL, it'll just do it automatically for you as well. So, um, but basically, it will do everything via API. So it's not really tied into Ask AI, into GHL or anything like that. But Victor runs on Claude code as well.
Okay.
So if you didn't want to use Victor, you can take all of those skills and put them straight into Claude. But yeah, tied in via API, it can see basically everything in your account. So, you can have a trigger that if a new message comes in, it comes into your Slack channel or whatever it may be. And you could have Victor answer it in the Slack channel and then send that answer back to the person, or whatever. You could have Victor running your GHL account if you wanted to, if you really wanted to dive that deeply down. So does that answer that question? It ties
Yeah.
in nicely, but it's like you can't build a workflow from scratch, but it'll tell you how to build a workflow from scratch. But yeah, websites and custom fields and custom values and tags and all of that sort of thing can send you a daily report on how your account's traveling. As an agency owner, it's really good to see reports about the last time a sub account logged in, or the last time a sub account received an email or sent a message, and being proactive on watching what they're doing as well. And just ask for a morning report, so that can help you save sub accounts before they go as well.
So how you're using it, what's like the credits looking like? If I'm logging in, basically doing your morning ritual every day, I need to basically just have all that set up where I
Yep,
want emails going out and I want the LinkedIn post. That seems really cool to me. I just need to get into it and understand. I played around with it for a little bit and it,
yep.
responded back, but I haven't set up anything like that yet.
So yeah, credit wise, every Monday, and it's one of my skills on my thing as well. I run an audit check on how I've used Victor. So the shorter you keep the threads, the less it uses credits
Got it.
wise. Because when you're using a long thread, and I've got threads that have gone 50, 60 messages, and it's costed me a bomb. You can change when you're doing cron jobs and things like that. So, a job every morning at 6 a.m. They're basically free, because you just use, and in my skill, you use a really cheap AI model, like I use Sonnet, because it really doesn't need to gather much information. It just needs to say, hey, do this, put it there. So yeah, if you're refining things, and Russell's built a fair bit, and he hasn't burnt through his 40,000 credits yet. But I rebuilt the founders roundtable that I do on, like I do for Build Night. Rebuilt the founders roundtable, so that's on my website, and we're doing similar to this with add to calendars and reminders and see who joined. I also built a group call that I'm launching group calls where I'm doing groups of 8 people. I'm doing basically group coaching on AI and GHL and all of that sort of thing, and doing that at them. And I built that, and that building that on my website, and creating the emails, and Victor connected Zoom and created the Zoom accounts, created the Stripe payment links, created all of that, the payment gateways, all of that sort of thing. And I used about 40,000 credits today.
Wow.
Um, if I'm on a normal day and I'm just waking up and I'm got a few emails done and all that sort of thing, 2,000 credits, 3,000 credits maybe. But yeah, grab the skill, optimize what it's doing as well. So you're using, Victor will tell you how to use less money as well.
Yeah, 100%. So you're basically in Slack every day. I guess I just have to get used to using that app. I don't like it at all. I never have. I
Yeah.
just have to get acclimated with it. But I do like it better than Teams. I've used Teams before too, and that was not a great experience.
Yeah.
So,
It's a matter of getting used to, and like Victor,
yeah.
where you log into Victor, is it's just released overnight. It's got its own chat.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
so you might not even need. I'll bring it.
Interesting.
I'll just bring it over here and share my screen. So you might not. I haven't even tried it. Let's find out what it does. So in here is Victor. You've got team. You could chat. Microphone. Hey Victor, just checking. Are you connected to my Slack channel and everything that I've done in Slack as well? Let's find out together. Because this might be a solution for you too, Russell. In here, I can see that there's you can pin, you can add chat. So it is connected to my Slack. It's knowing everything. So it's just working off the skills and all that sort of thing. So yeah, you basically don't need Slack now. You can create another channel, or create another chat. I suppose you can rename it.
I think it was what it was saying just there. It's saying I've only had visibility. I've actually been added to the channel. So if you've not added it to a channel,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's in there. Probably not as good as Slack, but it's there. You just get used to using Slack, and I've used Slack for years, so I'm sort of probably cheating a little bit, but you get used to it. And having those different channels for different things really helps keep organized, because otherwise it can just get all over the place. I'll answer your question in a second. And like the other night, I was sitting at a pub and I was talking to a kid, 35 years old. I say kid, for me, he's a kid, and he's living the dream. He's built a boat. He's converted an old lifeboat, which is an Arctic Ocean lifeboat, and he's living in that. And he's enjoys drinking a beer, and he's got a lovely dog and all of that sort of thing. And he has half a pint too much, and he'll tell you how beautiful he is as well. But he's trying to create a YouTube channel and all of these sorts of things. And he's a plumber, but doesn't want to be on the tools anymore. But he wants to monetize this YouTube channel. And basically, I took most of what we had the conversation overnight, and I said, "Listen, I'll get you a plan." He said, "I can't pay you." I said, "It's okay, you don't have to pay me." So everything I remembered from that conversation, I sat down and spoke to Victor for about an hour. Victor did all the research on YouTube, what to launch, how to launch, what to do, job ideas where he could refer plumbers to other plumbers if he didn't want to do that, and boat maintenance, and doing things on tick with boat yards and staying there for free. And he's got a 63-page report about how he can sort of turn his life around. So I emailed that to him just before the call, so we'll see how that goes. But that's the sort of thing that you can do. And it's setting it up, like I said before, Russell, with that humanizer and learning how you talk, because AI, if you're using AI the same way as most people are using AI, it's dead boring. Give it a bit of a personality and let it know how you talk. And that's the defining factor on, using AI successfully, I think.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like a really fun thing, and that's really cool that you did that for him. So I'm sure he's going to be pretty excited about seeing his new life plan.
I hope his boat's still there. He hasn't run away yet. So, but Ian, mate, go for it.
Just to think, because obviously why I tell people not to use that word, obviously, because it isn't obvious. Right, you've been building, you've done stuff, you do go high level, etc., etc. What
Yeah.
made you transpose or where's the word, is that the right word, to Victor, and also obviously Slack? What's your reason and rationale about it? Not the whole ins and outs of a Nat's arsehole, but just how you
Yeah,
got to, well, I got this because I used those few things, then I've got to go our level, but Victor found it, and how did you come to find it? Because it's like there's that many different tools out there. I only really heard of Victor from you, and then
yeah,
long-term longevity, how's it stand where if something went wrong and it's gone, and who's it's backed by? I haven't looked into the ins and outs of that because it's always nice to see, like, GoHighLevel is going to be there for quite a while. In a sense, it's the second one to Salesforce. But how did, as I say, how did you get along to start to find out about using Victor? Your rationale about using it, which you are, and you all your time more skills and growing it. That's sort of part of it. But the main thing is how and why you used it. Then you're using Slack because you can use teams like Rustlers, but Slack's going down there because I like to try and do it if I want to use it right. I want to get the humanization bit, the humanizer, do all that. I've got a lot of Fathom recordings, so I can
yeah,
go in that and read through them and do that and do it right. Because what happens is we all jump into something a lot quick, and then we run off and then maybe make a hash of it. And I don't really want to do
yeah,
that. If I'm going to use it, I want to use it right. So your understanding where you came from, how you get
yeah,
to use it, why you're using Slack, and give me a sort of, does that make sense of where I'm sort of coming
yeah,
from? Yeah, okay.
yeah. Great
Yeah.
question. So, like I got to start with GHL, and I don't use GHL personally for myself anymore. I have built my website is a CRM as well, so all of those messages I'm getting and all of, through Victor are tracking who's clicking what links and all of that sort of thing. I decided to build that because I can. I
Mm.
wanted to, and I wanted to see how far I can push things. So I started building. I was on GHL. I wanted to rebuild my website. I wanted something better than GHL could produce as a website. And this is before Ask AI as well. I've never used Ask AI.
Mm.
I've got access to 30 GHL accounts where I can go in, but I've never bothered. But I wanted to build something a little bit better, something that worked for me. I didn't need all the features of GHL. I don't want to be an agency. I believe being a GHL agency is going to get harder and harder and harder and harder. GHL are out there marketing to the people you're marketing to. And they've got a bigger budget. They've got a much bigger budget than I would ever have. So I wanted to get more to, I think the agencies will turn into consultants. And people will have their $97 account and they'll buy a snapshot or get somebody to go in and build and manage and consult on weekly calls. And that's going to be more of the sort of the landscape that's happening, I believe. And I think that's what GHL want. They would rather $97 accounts all over the place than half a dozen $497 accounts that can have all of the action. So that's when I started playing around with Lovable. And you know, some people introduced me to Victor. I hadn't heard of Victor either. I signed up under somebody's affiliate link, and they must make a bomb of money out of me. um, but what I wanted to do, and I sort of saw where I was pivoting rather than just teaching GHL agencies and all of that sort of thing. When I had my agency, I specialized in helping small, medium businesses, SMBs. Didn't matter the field, didn't matter the niche, but I wanted to help small businesses. And I built Hermes agents, played with Claude, I played with Manus, I played with ChatGPT. I've been there and done it all. And what I liked about Victor when I gave it a test drive is, first of all, it's built on Claude. It's a Claude wrapper. So everything you do in Claude, you can do in Victor. But it's easier to use. A businessman, a small business, a medium business doesn't want to pay, a developer $5,000 to build their skills out or things like that, or build their own Claude thing, or build their own app, which is a Claude wrapper doing their own thing. And Victor makes it so easy to connect something via the little button note, whatever's connecting, open pass or whatever it is that's connecting. Press a button, it connects. You don't have to worry about the connection. You don't have to worry about MCPs. You don't have to worry about servers because it works in the cloud. And it's just intuitive. It's got a brain that remembers everything that you're talking about. Yes, you are using it in Slack, but it's also an advantage if you've got a team, because all of these integrations you can have for the whole team. like the whole team right now, it's just me. So my whole team, which is just me, can access my LinkedIn, can access my Facebook, and can access those sorts of things where each person can connect individual accounts as well and have that same brain working, and have, people using it in different ways. So yeah, the ease of use. It costs a little bit more than Claude. It does. It's around about 9% more expensive than Claude for doing the same tasks. That 9%, I think, is worth every cent, because of how easy it makes it and how intuitive it is. Like you ask it to, Victor apologizes to me when it makes a mistake, because I ask it to audit itself every day as well. So, oh, sorry, I made a mistake here. So does that answer the questions, Ian? It's a product that's there. It's easy to use. I think it's going to be around for a while. I don't think Claude is going anywhere, and it's built on Claude. So if Victor disappeared tomorrow, I can take everything I put in Victor and put it straight back into Claude. That's not a problem. And being flexible like that is also important, because I started off in ChatGPT. I connected ChatGPT to Victor and grabbed everything I'd ever done in ChatGPT and brought it across. Then after ChatGPT, I went to Manus. I really loved Manus. I had a whole heap of skills and all of that sort of thing. Before I got rid of Manus, I connected Manus to Victor, and I got everything that I'd done in Manus into Victor as well. So every work that I've done, and the flexibility when, something better will come along. Victor might not be around in 100 years. It probably won't be around in 100 years. But as long as you can move stuff around, then, you've got to stick with something. You can't have the, big red shiny ball syndrome, ADHD, go, oh, I'm going to try that. Oh, I'm going to try that, because then you're going to get nowhere. So yeah, Victor, for the ease of use, for me being able to teach people how to use it, and for them to be able to get grasp of that. And, that's what I'm trying to do on these build nights, is empower people and give them ideas and say, you can go out and do it. It was a long question. It was a long answer.
I'm just wondering, so at the minute, you've and technically with your emails going out and everything goes out, it's all done within Victor. None of it's done within GoHighLevel. Is that what you're saying?
I
Okay,
have
so you don't
the
use
only
nothing
high,
for GoHighLevel. No.
the only high level accounts I have connected are people that I'm consulting with.
Okay, got you.
That I do an audit call or something along those lines. I use Resend for a lot of my emails. The reminders you get through here are done through Resend. I have that connected. That costs me $20 a month, and I can send 100,000 emails or something along those lines. Any newsletters go out via Resend as well. I've also built a system where I've got 10 domains connected to Victor in what I've vibe coded.
So they're all being warmed up, the mains you got, yeah.
Yep. I'll show you. Hang on 2 seconds. I'll show you.
It's just interesting how you're using it, because I was thinking you was using it because the way it come across that you obviously GoHighLevel, you was using it, Victor, and it was connected to GoHighLevel. Then you're doing your workflows through GoHighLevel and stuff.
No,
So, yeah.
all through here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 domains connected at the moment. So here, my main domain, mail.stephentann.com, I've got turned off at the moment. It's not sending any emails. But in here, this is 22 days old, 57 days old. These are sending all of my emails. There's my bounce rate. If my bounce rate goes to 2%, it turns itself off and it starts warming itself up again. So I'm trying to land in the inbox and all that sort of thing. But this is sent, nothing's going into spam. Bounce rates 45%, 0.45%. Global bounce rate, total emails sent today, 1,561. Bang, it's all sitting in there, so I can see all the diagnosis, how everything's running and all of that sort of thing. I've got email intelligence, so total emails sent. The open rate of my emails is 78.8%. So Victor's doing something right, writing. I don't see these emails. So Victor's doing something right, writing those emails. I've got a 29.4% click rate. I've got I lead score people when they do that, and then you get different emails, and you come back to my website, it knows who you are, and I've built all of that. But you go into where is it? Intelligent. These are 2 people are on my website right now. Where's the rest of them? Come on. There, in the last 30 days, I've had 23,871 people visit my website, 13,506 users, 9,065 new users, 4,441 new users. And I'm gathering all of that data, Ian, because I'm using that data in targeting people and things like that. So, most people have come from direct. That's my email newsletters that are going out every day. Referrals. I've got a nice little referral system going on. 150 people from Facebook. Once again, don't really touch the Facebook posts or anything like that. Google My Business. It automatically creates a blog post, posts that to my Google My Business as well. So that's picking up. 4 from LinkedIn, 4 from Instagram. I don't know how I got those, and Twitter and YouTube. And this is, where they're looking to daily subscribe. So I've got a button in my emails. Hey, you want to receive these emails every day? Click this link, because I've got a cold email list. I've bought a list, and that's 604 people have clicked that link because they want to receive that information. So they become a warm lead. So they get warmed up and all of that sort of thing. So this is why I don't need. I go into CRMs, 30,000 emails sent over. I go into my contacts and I go into this person here's got Sebastian's got he clicked I sent an email today and he clicked to go and see the vault, which is where all of these skills are sitting and all of that sort of thing. So I'm tracking what they're doing. They're all tagged and all of that sort of thing. Newsletters and campaigns that are going out. Average open rate, 59.6% of my newsletters and campaigns, like 58.1% open, 57.1% clicked for this thing, who's done what. And so I'm tracking all of that. So, yeah, I don't need GHL. And I built this because I can.
The bits I've done for GHL, Ian, it's pretty much given me a spreadsheet. So I've kind of built next steps, and he's done me a spreadsheet with the tags in, with the workflows, and then it's actually just written it out for me. So it can't do it physically, because I were the same last week. I thought, just a bit like you, Ian, where we thought just give it access and it goes in and does it. It can't do it, but it literally gives you everything step by step, and then it'll judge whether it's right or not. So yeah, it's
Do you know Jonah? I
No,
think
I don't know
Jonah.
him. He asked, I've not got onto any of his stuff this week, but he does a call regularly,
A
doesn't
free
he, as
call
well?
on Friday, yeah. I mean, Steve
Yeah.
knows just as much as him, but I would have thought it's
Yeah.
just things like that. It's just nice to use the right people and use the right, not,
Yeah.
that's not the right word to use. You speak to the right people that's going to share the right things with each other, because we can all learn from each other at the end of the day. We've all got
With
talents.
with Jonah, there's more value, and I know Jonah. Jonah's a friend. With Jonah, there's probably when Michael Pacito's on the call, Mike Kirby is on the call,
I know Mike,
Mario
yeah.
joins the call as well. You get a hell of a lot of value from them. Jonah's good. He knows his stuff, but and he's doing a good job. I remember when he got fired from Extendly, I was working. Oh, sorry. He actually no, he said that's public information. When he was with Extendly and he left Extendly and he's new kid and just got married and all of that sort of thing. I've known Jonah for a few years, and it's commendable how he's gone from, oh my God, my world is, the sky is falling, to having a really successful business, and he's a likable guy.
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Exactly right. And hopefully he keeps delivering enough value to have those people sign up the affiliate links. Like I've got affiliates in GHL that are signed up under me, but it's a tough game to play as well, because most agencies only last about 3 or 4 months. And that's the truth. And the agency game, as I see it, is changing quite quickly as well. 40% of $97, you can't give away too much, can you?
Hey, Stephen, with what you were just showing there with the emails, that's both cold and opt-ins, warm as well. So you can do your cold email outreach through there.
Yeah. So I started with 2 lists that I was given. Started off as about 45,000 people. It's down to 27,000 or something along those lines. some of them I'd had appointments with. So everybody I spoke with when I was working at Extendly, I kept their email address. Everybody I speak to with GHL Starboys, I keep their email address. Like, I'm not silly. But a lot of them came from my clients as well. So the person that bought my agency, when I sold my agency, was dealing with small, medium businesses. And I had all of their contacts. So I took that email list as well. So I'm about 50-50 agencies to small businesses. And yeah, they were basically cold. And, I've set up a rule because I don't want to spend a fortune on sending emails. If you press the button on my email and you say you want it every day, you'll get it every day. If you unsubscribe or you bounce, you're off the list. But if you don't open an email or click on an email in 7 days, I'm going to rotate you off that list and rotate somebody else back in. So I'm just keeping people that open those emails. And that's all coded with Victor.
Interesting.
That really is coded with Victor.
It's all automated. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, when you start thinking about things, it's amazing what you can do. You just got to let your mind go down there and know how to implement them. And that's what I teach. That's what I teach people. That's what I'm trying to do here on these calls. And yeah, try and help you guys out.
It's awesome. Thanks so much. And you said that was a Resend. That's the app that you're using for all
Yeah,
your
Resend. Yeah,
Oh,
Resend is the what I use for emails. And I use Vercel and Superbase. Vercel for pushing updates and GitHub. So my website's on GitHub and all of that sort of thing. And when you start diving into it and seeing problems and knowing it's a problem and talking it out with AI, and in my case, Victor, one of the problems that I solved, I got a new blog that goes out every day. So show you this. Share my screen. There's me and my little AI picture. There's my blog. So in here, this is today's blog that went out. I can read the full article. This is yesterday. Yesterday's the day before. All of that sort of thing. Invite me to speak, see my visionary system, my high, all of these are turned into a Facebook post, into a LinkedIn post, waiting in my inbox to copy and paste. All of these citations are links out, so you're improving your links and all of that sort of thing. They're all researched, they're all valid, all the links work, they're checked. What manual reporting costs you, the fix, the data resources, all of that sort of thing. So all of that is created every morning without me seeing it. And it's sitting as a Facebook post and a LinkedIn post. And when I showed you those stats that with LinkedIn and Facebook and where most of its direct traffic, my emails, that's all created by AI.
amazing.
I'll start, and like whatever field you're in, everybody can do with more leads and creating those organic leads. It's a well-known fact, like it's gone up to about 22 touch points before somebody hits that buy button with you these days. And it's ridiculous. I've got my sitemap. Everybody knows what a sitemap is. It's what Google reads and tells bots and LLMs and all of that sort of thing. My sitemap is basically a liquid sitemap. So every day a blog is posted, my sitemap is updated and pushed to Google, and it updates it, and then it's discoverable in ChatGPT and Manus and Victor and all of those sorts of things. So it's thinking like that as well, which gets all of that growth going. Are you guys taking notes, or you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it, man. I love it.
But yeah, any questions before I go, guys?
How do you fit it all in, Steve? God, because my head's like, you know what I mean? It's like, do you like say, right, I'll do 2 hours. Obviously, this is your full-time job, whereas I've got to do the voice and the bits and bats for the telco I work with as well. And it's kind of, I just think you could do 24/7 on it, couldn't you?
Oh, you could. You can really go down a rabbit hole, and I've gone down that rabbit hole. I've spent too much money on credits, and I'm just about there on having everything perfect, and then I can just sit back and relax. Most of my day is done in half an hour. unless I've got calls to talk, unless I've got people booking calls and
Yeah.
all that sort of thing. It even connects to WhatsApp. So if I say, send a WhatsApp message to Aram from GHL Starboys about what I spoke to with Ian last week and what I recommended for my Fathom call. So it really does make life easier, but it allows me time to do these things where I'm doing free calls and all of that sort of thing. Um, and away we go.
Gives you more time at
Well,
the pub.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm actually moored outside a pub at the moment, Ian. It's really, really dangerous. There's a pub literally there. But yeah, no, that's what I do. And guys, like I thank you for coming to these calls. I'm always more than happy to help. Check out that Vault page. You should have access with the email that you signed up with. And there's a request to build there. If you want me to build something with you on a call or something like that, all free. Fill that form
you'll
out.
regret that, Steve.
Well, no, that's going to help. That's going to help me have topics and
Yeah,
all of that sort of
yeah,
thing. And
yeah.
all of the recordings of these calls go into the vault as well. So you've got access to the recordings and what we've spoken about. And all of that's automated by Victor as well.
And over time, it'll be cool. Have you got one specific agent for these calls? Because I'm thinking down the road, as it comes to it, the agent would learn all about the call. Someone that Russell or Jamie or me or someone's asking a question.
Yep.
In 6 months' time, it's the same question asked, and then technically the agent within where will be the.
You could dive that deep. Yeah. Absolutely. I've got what I call sort of done like that, but I've got what I call.
But I do like what you've done, and when we come on, you know that we've clicked this link or do that. I mean, at the minute, I'm not doing it through the reminders. I was finding the link again and using the last time link, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's how you slept through the system. But basically, when I get a Fathom, so I had a meeting with a guy named Ray Thompson today. Tag is a great story. So we were talking. It's gone through and analysed, and I can have this create little Facebook shorts for me, or YouTube reels from the recording, or a Facebook post, and all of that sort of thing. So anything that like this is course worthy or a great story. I should create a course about support 2.0. This is a great story here. This is one that I consult with. What we should be doing and all that sort of thing. So this is Victor going through and saying, hey, this is good content. You can use it. So yeah, it could reference all of those sorts of things as well.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Okay, guys. But yeah, I encourage
Well,
you. Website, look, build night, the vault, request a build, challenge me for next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Steven. See
Yeah.
you
Okay,
guys.
guys. Great to see you all. Take care.